So did any of you see Black Panther, be honest? Any of you?
Yeah.
She said no. Look at the honesty in that. Man, if it was called White Tiger, would you have went to have seen it? A little bit of that help, maybe? Yeah, I saw the movie, so if you didn't see it, it's a superhero movie in Africa, pretty cool. And the movie, like the characters have swords and weapons and shields and spears. It's a movie in Africa with spears. And in one scene, the guy started throwing spears at like planes. So my white friend said, hey, did you guys see that Spear Chucker movie? It's like, oh, you guys are paying attention. Oh, look at that. No, I love being out here at Glenwood. I've been out here forever. Last time I was out here, I was just cruising around. And I drove by like this weird, like rustic, woodsy house, and I saw a buffalo. This guy had a herd of buffalo, like some farm. I was like, I didn't know they still made you guys buffalo. It's like being a black Republican. Like, you guys exist? Look at you. I had no idea. And I got out of the car, like, I'm gonna go pet a buffalo. Okay, this is something to brag about, you know? And I took like one step towards the buffalo, and he gave me that German Shepherd look. Like, he literally growled at me. And I noticed he had a Make America Great Again hat on. I'm like, oh, shoot, you're one of those buffaloes. So I walked away. I have now seen more buffalo than I've met Native Americans. How weird is that? Your fault. No, oh, the white guilt strong in this room. Yeah, this is such a beautiful venue. Look at this, like, Seville, Spain, Italian Renaissance, wine sipping thing outside of the most white trash Iowa state I've ever been to. My God. How many dead hookers are buried in this property under this right here? It's gotta be a lot. Iowa. Ridiculous. Dude, I got catfished, actually. Let me tell a quick story here. Anybody here use those dang sites? POF, what is it? Pains of Fish, Plenty of Fish, whatever it's called here. That site's horrible. I was on there one time, and this girl messaged me. It was a brunette girl, really nice. She's like, hey, how you doing? We should hang out sometime. She said, come on over. It's a little too forward. I was like, well, I'm a guy, I can't pass up an easy deal, right? So she gives me her address, and I go over there. And the first thing that should tip me off was Council Bluffs, Iowa. You know a place is garbage when the crowd laughs at just the name of the place. But yeah, I get there, and I walk up there, and she's like, hi, how's it going? She's kind of quiet. Okay, she's a shy type, you know, it's fine. But I go in there, and she said she had a roommate, but she didn't tell me she had 4 roommates. And she had a really old woman living with her who was in scrubs. And as we talked, I noticed she kind of had a weird lisp, and one of her eyes was kind of weird. She was mentally handicapped and didn't tell me. She didn't put that on her dang profile. Yes, it's funny, but kind of cringe at the same time. Not funny for me, because I'm like, I should have went to eHarmony. That's what I get. That's what I do for a free site. This is my fault. So I'm literally sitting there with 5 or 6 with girls, you know. I'm sitting there watching Family Guy, and after about 20 minutes, I decided that's enough of Rain Man's crib. I'm getting out of here. So I said, hey, I left something out in my car. I ended my car. And one of her eyeballs was on the TV, and the other eyeball kind of looked at me. She's like, okay, yeah, go get it. So I have my phone, my car starts with my key fob, because I'm mixed, but I have white credit. So I started it. And yeah, it's really like the race. I like that, yeah. All right, cool. So anyway, as the car warms up, I'm like, yeah, I go get my phone charger, so I'm gonna hang out with you all night and watch Forrest Gump. No, too soon? So I get up and I go out to the car, get in the car, put it in gear, and take off. And I'm like 5 miles down the road, and I'm almost back to Omaha. I literally see the IQ going up as I get closer to that state line. And I get a text message, and I pull out my phone. You left your wallet here. Keep the wallet, that's fine. I'm not going back there. Yeah, put the money towards whatever chromosome you and your friends are missing. I'm not effing with that house again. But I go back because I'm broke. So I pull up there, and she's outside with her friends. They all came out to stare at me. The whole Forrest Gump clan was out there just waiting, just staring. And she threw the wallet at me. I got out of the car and she threw it at me. And because she was so effed up, the wallet just went like right down her feet. I had to go bend over and pick it up. It was awkward. And to this day, I never get on these dating sites. That's what happens. One of my friends gets on dating sites though. I have a buddy where I work. He's English. He's from like England or Britain or somewhere where they talk weird. And he was telling me about all these dates he's got, all these big dates. He's always going out with chicks off Tinder, always, you know, knocking it out, as he always puts it. And he showed me the girls, and he was getting girls all right, but oof, there were some big ones. There were some 300, 400, 900-pound women on those sites. He likes them big. He's an English guy who likes big girls. So I call him the Prince of Wales. Ridiculous. And he needs to be careful, man, because he told me, he's like, dude, I got chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis from those girls. And And it's like, who you, Ash Ketchum? You trying to catch them all? Look at you. Be careful, take precaution. Tinder's bad, but I told him to get outside, he didn't listen to me, that's what happens. None of my friends listen to me, I give them good advice, they don't listen. But I came to this comedy show, so not the best advice in the world here so far. This is Iowa, man, 20 minutes of Iowa, it's terrifying. Glad to be here, though. I was watching TV. You guys ever watch Jerry Springer? Some tells me this crowd, some of you watch Jerry Springer out here. Yeah? You guys ever watch Tranny Week? It's when they have transvestites come on the show. That's my favorite episodes. So pretty much the premise is a guy, he's sitting in a chair, and says, oh, Jerry, I met a girl last week. She's gorgeous, all this stuff. And the girl comes out and always says, I have a secret. I was born a man. Like her voice always goes like 8 octaves down when she says it. And the guy's like, what? How could you not tell me? Yeah. I'm like, dude, how could you not tell? You see the Adam's apple bobbing on that chick as she came out? Like from my TV screen of 40 inches, I could literally see the Adam's apple in the 5 o'clock shadow worse than mine on her face. He's always so shocked. And whenever he said, why didn't you tell me you were born a man, all this stuff? She always says, well, you didn't ask. So I didn't. Of all the questions I ask when I go on a date, are you a Pisces? What's your favorite color? Do you have a dick? These questions just don't pop up to me. Didn't tell. I would have beat the crap out of that woman, man, if she did that. Are you kidding me? I'm like, bro, you didn't see her at the urinal next to you? Didn't you realize that maybe, something's not right in Thailand down there, that's just me.